Start out, you ready to hear about trombone shorty? We ready? Yeah! I don't hear you. Are you ready to hear about trombone shorty? Okay, trombone shorty. So here we go. Trombone shorty, right? By Troy Trombone Shorty Andrews, right? So here we go. Now I'm gonna try to get myself, and I'm also from Georgia, but the New Orleans accent is even a little different. Even if you're from the South, the accent is a little different. So you might hear say, "Hey, baby," but look what you talking about over here. We gonna touch that. So I'm gonna say, and you can say back with me, "Where you at? Where 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 you at?" Okay. We have our own way of living down here in New Orleans, and our own way of talking too. And that's what we like to say when we want to tell a friend hello. So, where you at? Where you at? All right. Lots of kids have nicknames, but I want to tell you the story of how I got mine. Just like when you listen to your favorite song, let's start at the beginning, because this is a story about music. See, let me know. I don't want to give you my teacher voice. Raise your hand or whatever. You can yell out. It's okay, right? I have some of my, I want to say, folk friends here. I want to say colleagues. We know about that, right? Make sure everybody can see. All right. Before you can understand how much music means to me, you have to know how important it is to be to my hometown, my greatest inspiration. I grew up in a neighborhood in New Orleans called UMEZ. Any time of day or night, you can hear music floating in the air. Music floating around. There was music in my house, too. My big brother James played a trumpet, so loud you could hear him halfway across the town. He was the leader of his own band, and my friends and I would pretend to be in the band, too. Very good. And he would say, follow me. Follow me, James would say. All right. There's one time every year that's more exciting than any other is Mardi Gras. Parades fill the streets, and beaded necklaces are thrown through the air to the crowd. I love the brass bands with their own trumpets, trombones, saxophones, and the biggest brass instrument, all of them, the tuba, which rested over the musician's head like an elephant's trunk. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? The musicians would call. Where you at? Where you at? We're down in New Orleans. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you in all down in New Orleans? That's how they do Preservation Hall. Preservation Hall. Okay. I'm going too fast. Let me know. I'll slow it down. All day long, I could see brass bands parade by my house while my neighbors dance along. I love these parades during Mardi Gras because they made everyone forget about their troubles for a little while. I got a song for that. People didn't have a lot of money in Treme, but we always had a lot of music. So you know, it's like this. Maybe we'll do a little something. We might do a little something. So this, we get up and I hear somebody with the drum over there. I listen to all these sounds. I listen to all these sounds and mix them together, just like how we make our food. We take one big pot and throw in sausage, crab, shrimp, chicken, vegetables, rice, whatever's in the kitchen, and stir it all together and let it cook. When it's done, it's the most delicious taste you've ever tried. We call it, I'm gonna see if you can say it, gumbo. Can you say it together? Gumbo. All right, it's like a mix, and some people just say it in general, like a mix of people, different things you like. Gumbo, mix it all together. That's what I wanted my music to sound like. Different styles combined to create my own musical gumbo. 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 Right? Yeah, that's right. That's right. Now, but first, I needed an instrument. The great thing about music is that you don't even need a real instrument to play. So my friends and I decided to make our own. You can do it. You can make your own instrument. You see it there, like some of you do it already. You're doing it already. See? See how he's doing? Right? You know? Yeah, that's good. Yeah, yeah. You can do it like this. Very good. Like he's a little kid. We might have sounded different from the real brass bands, but we felt like the greatest musicians of Treme. We were making music, and that's all that mattered. Then one day I found a broken trombone that looked too beaten up to make music anymore. It didn't sound perfect, but finally with a real instrument in my hand, I was ready to play. So we found an old trombone, right? Nothing like that. Even I'm looking for it. I'll take one of those too. I found a little broken trombone and put it together. Found it. You can still find them sometimes. Yeah. All right. The next time the parade went by my house, I grabbed that trombone and headed into the street. My brother James noticed me playing along and smiled proudly. Trombone Shorty! He called out because the instrument was twice my size. So just imagine, like, you know, you like say like I'm gonna use it as an instrument, right? So look at that. So he's playing that. Look, it's taller than you when you're sitting down, right? See how big?
Let's figure that out of the cello.
When you put it together, right?
Yeah.
And you can see how big it is, right?
What do you think? What's bigger?
See how big it is? Okay. Right. It's real. And once again, that's our sound here. Where you at? Come on, where you at? Okay. All right, we're getting there. Now, look at this. Some of us do this. From that day on, everyone called me, everybody say it together, Trombone Shorty. Trombone Shorty. Trombone Shorty. I'll show you the picture. Now look at where he is. He's sleeping with a trombone in the bed. I'm trying to think, have I done that? I think I have close to it, maybe once or twice. All right? Loves a trombone. From that day on, I took that trombone everywhere I went and never stopped playing. I was so small that sometimes I fell right into the ground because it was so heavy. But I always got back up and I learned to hold it up high. I listened to my brother play songs over and over, and I taught myself those songs too. I practiced day and night, and sometimes I fell asleep with a trombone in my hands. Yeah. Right. We're getting there. One day, my mom surprised me with tickets to the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Festival, the best and biggest music festival in town. We went to see this guy, his name was Bo Diddley, who my mom said was one of the most important musicians of all time. As I watched him on stage, I raised my trombone to my lips and started to play along. He stopped in his band, so he's stopped. Hey, who's that playing out there? Who's playing that trombone out there? Right. So he got his attention, right? Trombone, it's not hard. Everyone started pointing, but Bo Diddley couldn't see me because I was the smallest one in the place. So my mom held me up in the air and said, "That's my son, Trombone Shorty." Help me again. Trombone Shorty. Trombone Shorty. Trombone Shorty. Very, very good. Well, Trombone Shorty, come on up here, Bo Diddley said. It's a true story. All true story. That's right. Bo Diddley. All right. Now, the crowd passed me overhead, so he's like crowd surfing, right? He's passing him overhead until I was standing on the stage next to Bo Diddley himself. I walked right up to the microphone and held my trombone high up in the air, ready to blow. "What do you want to play?" Bo Diddley asked. "Follow me," I said. He probably did a second line or something. And Bo Diddley's very, let's just call him one of the innovators, originators of rock blues music. I would give him that credit. Okay. So yeah, he was graced by trombone, so Bo Diddley did. After I played with Bo Diddley, I knew I was ready to have my own band. I got my friends together and we called ourselves the 5 O'Clock Band, because that was the time we went out to play each day after finishing, for you in class, finishing their homework. Right. Okay. We played all around New Orleans. I practiced and practiced, and soon my brother James asked me to join his band. When people wondered who the kid in his band was, he'd probably say, "That's my little brother, Trombone Shorty." Now help me out again. Where you at? Where you at? We're getting there, right? No. Maybe we're we're gonna get up and we're gonna try a little something. And now I have my own band, and this is his band, Trombone Shorty at Orleans Avenue, named after a street in Treme. I've played all around the world, but I always come back to New Orleans. And when I'm home, I make sure to keep my eyes on the younger musicians in town and help them out, just like my brother did. And that's hopefully what I'm doing here with you. Maybe you want to play an instrument, hopefully a trombone, but it doesn't have to be. You like to play? The balloon, hot air balloon, the trombone. Right. Pretty good. The air balloon, hot air balloon. And he's playing, yeah, that's him now, right? I don't have the phone, I can show you. All right, today I play at the same New Orleans Jazz Festival where I once played with Bo Diddley. And when the performance ends, I lead a parade of musicians around just like I used to do in the streets of Tremaine with my friends. Where you at, where you at, where you at? I still keep my trombone in my hands, and I will never let it go. Right? And I'll just show you, I'm not going to read all of this stuff, right? So here he is now, and this is Trombone Shorty. I forget the last time, I think he was here maybe late August, or he may be coming to New York. He comes to New York. He does come. See me.